Hello everyone. Today we're going to be covering ad creatives and providing you with the best practices necessary to create winning creatives that actually get results when you're running Facebook and Instagram ads. So to kick things off, when I say creative, what I'm talking about is the visual component of an ad, meaning the images or videos used, the copy, meaning the writing, the headline, the call to action, anything someone sees is considered the creative. Now, for me personally, when I'm designing ads and overseeing our media buying department for Elite Scale Digital, when I say creative, I'm typically just referring to the photo/video component of the ad. I consider the copy or the writing on an ad to be kind of a separate component. So for the purposes of this video, when I say creative, I'm talking about the images and videos. There are two main types of ad creatives, as I mentioned, images and videos. And I'm going to break down the best practices for both types of ad creatives. So when it comes to image creatives, you want to use bright colors. The goal of any ad is to get people to stop scrolling. Something needs to catch our attention, right? That's step one when it comes to an ad. Best way to do that is to incorporate vibrant colors, even colors you might consider to be ugly. I encourage you to go crazy with your color choices. Sometimes the ugliest ads perform the best. And I know how counterintuitive that must be speaking to aesthetic professionals, but I promise if you care more about profit than anything else at the end of the day, embrace the ugly ads, give them a chance. The image creatives that perform the best typically have minimal text, right? They're really visually focused. As far as what that main image component should actually include, stick to either the treatment itself being performed or the ideal outcome of the treatment. So maybe it's somebody laying down on a treatment table, getting a body contouring treatment performed on them, or perhaps it's a super fit woman in a bikini that's sort of the end desired state. To take that concept a step further, you can also incorporate before and after photos into your image creatives. Now, big disclaimer on this. They need to be realistic. Don't be photoshopping pictures of your results and throwing them up as ads. And don't go crazy with the AI image generation where it makes a person look like they've lost 10 years of aging in one treatment. If your before and afters are unrealistic, you run the risk of them getting rejected. And obviously you want to avoid that. If you have too many ads being rejected, they can shut down your entire ad account. And bigger picture, you don't want to falsely advertise your services. Maybe you'll get a lot of opt-ins, but you're going to create unrealistic expectations, and the patients that come in for the treatment are going to leave dissatisfied, which obviously is the last thing that you want. So use caution with before and after pictures, but they do get approved now as long as they're realistic. Here's an example of a static image ad that utilizes a lot of those best practices I just described. We got the bright colors, we have the treatment being performed, minimal text just highlighting some of the main benefits of this particular treatment. Here's another one for a hair restoration offer. Same rules apply. Interesting background color, bright red that really pops, hair growth being the main benefit, and then what the actual appointment entails. And here's another body contouring example, going back to what I said earlier about not being afraid to use ugly colors. I mean, this pink is pretty atrocious, but it's one of the best performing hues that we've used in the history of Elite Scale Digital. Again, minimal text, just highlighting some of the benefits and somebody in the ultimate desired outcome state of a fat loss treatment. Now, switching over to video ads for a moment, the best performing video ads utilize UGC over stock. I mean, user generated content, meaning footage that you as the business owner film of your actual location, your treatments being performed, your staff, testimonials from patients. Those types of clips work better than stock, meaning video clips that you find in an online archive like through Canva, Shutterstock, etc. People can tell almost instantly when something is stock, and if they see obvious stock, their brains tend to just shut off and they realize, oh, this is an ad, skip. That's why with every single client that we bring on board, we really hammer the importance of creating UGC on an ongoing basis, not just for our purposes for running ads, but also to use as organic posts across all social media platforms. It just makes your brand better. Now, of course, you can supplement your UGC with stock content in strategic areas of a video if you need some B-roll. That blend can work very nicely, but if you had to focus on all of one or all of the other, go all in on UGC. I cannot stress this enough. Examples of the type of UGC content that you should be creating: come with me, walkthroughs. I'm sure you've seen these types of videos on TikTok and Instagram. Somebody coming in for a particular treatment and essentially mini vlogging their day leading up to that treatment, going through it, and just kind of their overall thoughts of it after it happens. Testimonial videos. So get your actual clients who've had great results from you on video. Ask them if you can run it as an ad. Treatment walkthrough videos work really well. So not necessarily a vlog style. You can put some nice music and just show clips of exactly what the treatment entails, what people are in for when they come in for that initial service that we're actually advertising in the ad. Another format that works really well is an FAQ video, where maybe you as the actual business owner or expert get on and address some common concerns that someone might have coming in for a treatment for the first time, right? Essentially what this is doing is reducing any fear or friction that they might have in their head about booking a treatment. Dispelling common myths about Botox, for instance, would be a great video that you could run as an ad. Just make sure with all of these to include a CTA at the end, meaning, click below to book now, click below to schedule your appointment. Always remind the prospective patient what the next step is that you want them to be taking. When creating video ads to use on Facebook and Instagram, as far as the duration is concerned, I would stick to no longer than 30 seconds to 1 minute max. I would actually try to push that duration down closer to 15 seconds if you can. And that's because viewer retention matters. The higher percentage of a video someone watches, the stronger the signal is to Meta's algorithm that this is a good, valuable piece of content. And it will push your video out to more and more people. This is true of organic posts, but also true of paid ads. If your video has a really high completion rate, chances are that's going to drive your cost per impression down and get you more leads for cheaper. And obviously, it's much easier to get somebody to watch 50%, 75%, 100% of a 15-second video than doing so for a minute video, a 2-minute video, etc., right? So here's a good example of a come with me style UGC video that Maggie and I actually created for a client. So you might recognize a couple people here.
Come with me to get microneedling and a laser facelift done at Iconic Wellness in Newport Beach. Nurse Julie was super nice. She did the treatment on my boyfriend. She included face and neck. Look at that glow. I also did the intraoral lift. I added laser resurfacing, a lip plump, an eyelid lift. I numbed. She drew my blood and spun it to get that liquid gold. This is going to reduce pore size, fine lines, wrinkles, no downtime, and already the next day, I look great.
That one absolutely crushed it for us. Here's another example. So that's more of a treatment walkthrough, 14 seconds in length. You can fit everything you need in there. And here's one more example.
Kickstart your weight loss journey at the Science of Beauty Med Spa and Wellness Center with our brand new Skinny Shot promo. Along with your first weight loss injection, you'll get expert guidance with a personalized weight control consult, energizing B12 shot, and a bonus jawline contouring mini treatment. Feel amazing inside and out. Click book now before spots run out.
And at the end of the day, you might be wondering which type of ad performs better, photo or video? The short answer is it depends. Test, test, test. That's the name of the game when it comes to media buying, especially on Facebook and Instagram. You're going to have to test a number of variations in order to find a winning combo. So of the hundreds and hundreds of campaigns that we've run for our clients, there's a ton where images outperformed videos and a ton more where videos outperformed images. Now, the conventional wisdom within media buying is that videos typically outperform images just across the board as a general rule of thumb. I will say the clients that perform the best over the long term definitely have more UGC than anything else. So if you take one thing away from this entire video series, it should be the importance of creating UGC on an ongoing basis. But until you know what works best for you, you should start every campaign with a combination of images and videos. And in a subsequent video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact campaign structure that I use and how I test between images and videos from the very first day of a new campaign. As always, if you need additional help or you'd like to outsource this entire component of your business to me and my team, book a call with us using the link in the description and I'll be more than happy to take this off your hands for you. See you guys soon.